I'm Paul Perkins with the check of your ag weather. Another disturbance sliding southeast could produce a few thunderstorms late tonight through tomorrow morning. Better chances are across the western locations. Tonight, our coolest night of the next week, with lows in the upper 40s to the mid-50s. Our highs tomorrow, once again expected to be 15 to 20 degrees cooler than normal, in the 60s to the low 70s. Additional disturbances could trigger more thunderstorms through Tuesday night. This includes tomorrow night through Saturday morning and late Saturday through Saturday night. A stronger disturbance has a chance to bring more scattered to widespread thunderstorms Sunday afternoon and night. Thunderstorm chances decrease from Monday through Tuesday night as a ridge of high pressure builds north from Texas. Highs this weekend warming into the upper 60s to the 70s. Monday and Tuesday, highs are mostly in the 80s before seasonal highs in the mid-80s to the low 90s on Wednesday. The warming trend continues in our long-term forecast. Nebraska and Kansas temperatures Tuesday through August 21st likely to be warmer than normal. Nebraska and Kansas rainfall likely to be above normal the middle of next week before near normal rainfall late next week through August 21st. The regional drought monitor showing more effects of the recent heat and dry weather. Nebraska dropped 21 percentage points to 52% drought-free. Many areas of central and eastern Nebraska to north of North Platte remain drought-free. Abnormal dryness to moderate drought is growing in coverage across the Nebraska-Kansas border, the southwest, the panhandle to Cherry County, and many areas southeast of O'Neill. Severe drought is found from Scottsbluff to the northwest panhandle. Kansas saw a 4 percentage drop to only 7% of the state being drought-free. Drought-free areas are limited to Kansas City to Linden in the northeast and the southwest around Liberal. Much of southwest and eastern Kansas are abnormally dry. Northwest and central Kansas are in moderate to severe drought. Key weather factors driving the markets include cooler weather continuing for the Corn Belt, range from Tropical Storm Debbie flooding the southeast, rain for the plains, and possible frost across the Canadian prairies. Cool weather prevails into early next week across the plains and Midwest, while heat is mostly confined to the southern and western U.S. A stalled front in Kansas and Oklahoma, the focal point for rainfall going into next week before it lifts northward and brings rain to Nebraska, rainfall that is helpful for filling corn and soybeans. Towards the northern plains, rain this weekend and much of next week likely to be too late for the wheat crop but could benefit the corn and soybeans. Tropical Storm Debbie soon loses its tropical characteristics while accelerating northward across the Atlantic coast. The flash flood threat persists with additional rainfall of 3 to 6 inches or more. Debbie's remnants merge with the cold front, briefly enhancing rainfall in the northeast. Across the Canadian prairies, the cold pocket of air lasting the next several days could lead to very patchy frost in some areas the next couple of mornings. It was very close in central Saskatchewan this morning. Temperatures gradually rise next week in the Canadian prairies, and rain may return by the middle of next week. With the check of your ag weather, I'm Paul Perkins.